episode 3 of our 4-part series, and this is going to be my favorite episode. And the reason being is because we are looking at extend. Now, extend is a superpower. It allows us to take the styling of any class and apply it to any element. Super amazing. Let me just hop into it and show you. In our last 2 episodes, we had styled our form and our buttons, but we have not done our button on our form. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to use our primary button and inherit the same styling on the button of our form. So first thing I'm going to do is I want to find a way that I can target my button. So I'm going to go ahead and inspect this button, and I know it's within my Fluent form. So it's within my form, and I'm going to target the button that has a type of submit. Now I could target the class itself, but I kind of want to be careful of using too many of my Fluent form classes because they could change at any time and then I have to go back and make changes. I don't think the type of submit will ever change, so I'm going to go ahead and use the type of submit just to keep it safe. Let's go ahead and find my form. So here's my information, my nested information for my form light. So within my Fluent form, I want to target my button with I'm going to put in brackets, type that equals quotations submit. That has a type of submit. Okay, I'm going to put more brackets around this. Now, typically with the old CSS, whenever you targeted an element like this, if you wanted it to inherit the styling of, let's say, your button action, which is my primary button, I'd have to copy all the CSS and then paste it in here. So the problem with that is that I'd be changing things in multiple locations. So if I ever changed my primary button, I'd have to update it on my class and on my form, or any forms or anywhere that I'm referencing it. I have to update it multiple times. I don't have to do that anymore. I can actually use one line of CSS, and this is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete all this, and we are going to use extend. So I'm gonna do @extend, and I'm going to put in the class of my button, which was .button action. Okay, close that. I'm going to click save and check this out. My form now has the styling of my primary button. So I could say in the future, you know what? I want my background color of my primary button to be blue. And I'll save it. And now anywhere that I've referenced it, it's going to be blue. So global control, it's amazing. I hate this blue. Let's change it back. Let's go back to this. But just one line of CSS. So cool. So we will go ahead and do this on our dark form as well. I'm going to go ahead and copy my button type of submit. I'm going to put this in my dark form within my Fluent form area under my nesting. I'm going to save, make sure that my dark form has it. Perfect. My dark form has the same button as well. But let's look at another use case. How could I use this extend? Well, I know that some or most websites will have the last element of their navigation at the very top be a button, but I want it to be the exact same as my primary buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target the very last of this element in my navigation, and I'm going to give it this styling. We're going to use @extend. So let's inspect it. We want to target the last li. If I'm looking at this, there's multiple li's. I want to target the last li element, and it's going to be within my nav. So let's see if I can find a good class. I think I had already given this. If I use bricks. I'm going to go in bricks. I think I had already given this a class. So I'm going to edit header, and I'm going to click on my menu. I did .nav menu. So let's break that down. Let's go ahead and go back to the front end. I need to go to my page. All right, and let's target our nav menu. So I'm going to do my .nav menu, and I want to target the inspect again. Let's target the UL. So let's target that first. That's holding all of our elements here. So let's target the UL. Let's close that. UL. And then I want to target the LI inside of the UL, but I want this LI to be the last of type. So the very last li element, so I have 4 of them, but I want it to choose the last one. And then I want to target the button itself. So let's say inside the last li element, target the button. And we'll use the @extend dot button action. Okay, save. And then check the front end. Now look at this. My header, my main area here, now has the same exact button as my primary button. And we can just fix this really quickly just to make it look nice. I'm going to go to my UL and I'm going to make sure that this has I think it's a line items center. I always get align items in justify content mixed up. Yep, there we go. Okay. So here we go. We have it all centered and it's using the same styling. So again, I decide in the future, I want this background color to be purple. Now, all of my buttons on my website, wherever I've referenced it, is going to change. So I have one location where I'm changing my CSS. Super, super powerful. One caveat to this. When you are using extend, it has to know the CSS, the SCSS, has to know that that class exists. And the only way it can know it exists is within this style sheet. Now, it doesn't have to be within this style sheet. It can be using other style sheets, which I will break down in the next episode. But just so you are aware, I can only do @extend on a class that is within the style sheet. So I can see I have dot button action. And if I look up here, I have dot button action in the style sheet as well. So you can't pull in another class that you've styled within Bricks or within Oxygen or something like that. It's not going to work. It has to be styled within an SCSS style sheet in order for it to work. And again, next episode, I'm going to be breaking down the organization of all your files and how to make all of this work together. Instead of having to have one super long style sheet that you're editing, you keep everything in their own boxes, in their own compartments. It makes it much easier when you're coming back to this project to make any edits. That's extend. I love extend. It makes my workflow, my day so much easier. It makes the editing in the future so much easier. The Sass is just a superpower in and of itself. So I hope you guys have found this super helpful. Use extend on your projects. It's going to make your life easier. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you found this helpful, leave a like. If not, dislike it. It helps me understand if I'm making good content. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.